Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? How are you doing at home? I'm looking at you. You did something with your hair, right? It looks amazing. I'm here with AR, checking out John Farnham doing Queen, bro.
Yes, y'all.
Isn't that like a crossover you've never...
Well, it doesn't surprise me because I've seen John or heard John Farnham do AC/DC.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've also seen him do Led Zeppelin.
Yes, Black Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't come as a surprise that John Farnham
is doing
Queen.
One of the things that you maybe know from John Farnham or not, I'll tell you right now, is that John would actually be the replacement for Freddie after he passed. So they actually, the remaining members of Queen, they went to John Farnham and they asked him, do you want to tour with us and do all that, you know, all the Queen stuff? What Adam Lambert is doing right now would be John Farnham. John Farnham politely declined because he does not like flying around too much for touring. That's literally what he said. And John Farnham, he is...
I get it, though.
How you say in Dutch, recht voor zijn raap. He will just say, no, I don't like flying.
He's honest and direct.
Yeah, just honest and direct.
But I fully understand that. No, I don't like flying. I get that.
Yeah, because for touring, you're flying
but then, again,
a lot.
Queen?
Yeah.
It's Queen. But though I fully understand the decision because it's just traveling someplace to me is exhausting as hell.
And touring traveling is completely different than going on your holiday travel.
It's work. It's work. So
it's work. So there's a bunch of stuff out there with Farnham and Queen. There's also one more out there that I might show you as well. That is You're the Voice, together with Brian May and a bunch of other guys.
Okay. You're the voice trying to understand.
Yeah, you're the voice trying to... Whoa.
Yeah, I know it's a back.
Yeah, that stuff. But I wanted to show you this first because this is like the crossover of the ages when I looked at this for the first time. It has a little bit of a funny intro as well that really shows John Farnham's charismatic, funny character that he has. And I'll say this, I'll say it on this, because I don't know if this is going to go on your channel or my channel, I don't really care. But I'll say this, if I ever meet someone that asks me, yo, do you know any good artists from Australia? Halfway throughout their sentence, I'll interrupt them saying it's John Farnham. You got to listen to John Farnham. If you ever think like, yo, does Australia have some powerhouse music?
Let's do it right now. Yo, hey man,
John Farnham.
Oh yeah, really? He's that good?
You're the Voice. Listen to it right now. Bagpipes, everything.
Yeah. It's like that.
We got this one right here. Guys, of course, go check out John Farnham's stuff. He's still kicking. He's still doing this stuff. We're checking out a little bit older Farnham, old Farnham. But still, nonetheless, like his talent, bro, I don't know. Some people just age like a fine wine, man, in terms of vocals. It's incredible. Yeah. So I would say, yeah, let's check this out.
I know I've checked out some Mr. Farnham and his stuff. Also his range.
And his power. Like, you'll see him, normal artists will sing like this. He sings like this. Because of his voice is just too strong. You know what I mean?
There's the range with the vocals, but also what I mean is the variety.
Yeah. Oh,
his ability to go pop, his ability to go rock.
Yeah. He's just the powerhouse of an artist, man.
All right.
So I wanted to show you this. If you can do the play stuff, because I don't know the Azerty keyboard.
It's just
space? Okay. Yeah. Let's run it.
And then it doesn't work.
And then it doesn't work.
I said it. Oh, that's because it was on that.
Oh, okay.
I tricked you.
There we go.
Thank you, Beck. Well, here I am with the great man himself, John Farnham. Lovely to see you, sir.
Thank you, Richard.
Well, I've never seen him like this.
So very much. The great man.
Well, you are a great man.
You know what I love about him right here? Immediately,
seen him like this. I've only seen the 90s stuff
with the long hair.
Yes, I've never seen him like this.
Yeah. So he's currently, I believe, 74. Like not in this video, but currently. And this is 2019, so he's like 60 somewhat. And but bro, he is
67. Yeah.
Yeah, 67. He is. Like, he looks like an old man now, but, you know, if you listen to him, you hear the long hair John Farnham again.
You hear the mullet.
You can hear the long hair.
I can hear the mullet.
Yeah. Right. But, like, in the beginning, I love how humble he is at the beginning, because the presentator, the interviewer is saying, I'm here with the great John Farnham. And you can actually see the great disbelief of him going, oh, is that me? Are you talking about me?
I'm great.
Yeah, I'm the great.
Yes, you are, Mr.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beck. Well, here I am with the great man himself, John Farnham. Lovely to see you, sir.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so very much. The great man.
Well, you are a great man.
You're a great Burke.
Mate, you're always the first person to put your hand up for something like this.
Well, I mean, Wheatley, it was Wheatley's idea, you know, and it's because I didn't put my hand up, he came and put my hand up for me. No, I couldn't have not done this. I couldn't have not done it. these people are really feeling the pain.
You've seen it firsthand.
I have, and it's not pretty.
No.
I mean, you know, we're raising a great deal of money, and what I think one of the great parts about this is it benefits everybody in that industry, because they go and buy the hay from the guys that have got it to give to the people who don't have it, and that's just a win-win. It's fantastic.
We've been saying through the show about how Aussies can help by just going out and visiting these towns and, you know, taking a holiday in Australia instead of, you know, dashing
and
off
see
around
it
the world.
firsthand. It's a dreadful sight. It really is.
Yeah. So you would be encouraging people to donate as they're sitting at home watching this tonight?
Yeah, if you've got a spare few bucks, please send it in, because it'll go to good use.
There was some concern that you might not do You're the Voice tonight.
Yeah, well, that's funny.
Do you remember the words?
No, I've got them written down in front of me.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What a lyric.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. John,
Is that 90 seconds?
that's about 90 seconds. I think
The crew got that one?
you got to go and get ready. Here at Farnham.
I don't look ready.
You look ready to go, John. We're looking forward to it, mate.
Thanks,
Can't
mate.
wait to see you out there.
Welcome back to Haymate, a bush Christmas appeal for our Aussie farmers. We are raising millions and millions of dollars tonight. Thank you if you're one of the people who's donated so generously, and we hope you're enjoying the show at home. All right, are you ready? This guy is an Aussie icon. He's a lovely fella, and he's the owner of The Voice. It's a great pleasure to say these words. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Farnham.
Here we go.
Is this We Will Rock You? We Will Rock You?
Yeah. We will rock you. Bro, look at the distance of the microphone. Bro, he has it like
It's
literally
over there.
under his belly button, and you still hear him like he's singing like this. That's some power, dude. Like, and he is, what did you say, 67 here? That's,
You know what, man? Like, might be an unpopular opinion, but I prefer this over the original.
for real. What?
Yes.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because the way he sounds, the way he's singing.
Yeah.
This is the thing, too. I like John Farnham more than I like Freddie Mercury as an
Okay.
artist, as a vocalist.
Right.
Now, I know Freddie Mercury's greatness. I know Queen. Yes, fully understand. It's just personal preference. I prefer John Farnham's style, or just the way his voice sounds. Because for
Okay.
me, the most important thing from a band, for me personally, the thing that I gravitate to the most is the singer, is
Right.
the vocalist. How does the vocalist sound?
Mhm.
I really like John Farnham's vocals. I like when he does rock
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Same.
lot. Like, I would love to hear him do rocks. Like when he did that Led Zeppelin ramble on, Led Zeppelin Black Dog.
Yeah, Black Dog.
And AC/DC. I don't remember which AC. Was it Let There Be Rock or
Let There Be Rock,
if
or
you-
It's Long Way from the Top.
If you want to
one of
rock
these.
and roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was that one. He killed it.
Yeah, bro.
I would love to hear him do more of that.
Bro, a funny little thing about the Black Dogs thing, because you and I both did a reaction to that separately, but that was an accident, dude. I don't know if you
I
knew
heard
that.
it was like he was warming up or something backstage.
It is because of the producer guy, the guy behind the buttons, he just pressed record. If he didn't do that, we wouldn't have this fragment of
That's
audio.
insane. He just did that like an incredible.
Farnham didn't even know he was being recorded.
The best
He was
cover
just
of
doing some
that
shit.
song, and he was just
Popping
Chilling.
off, dude.
like, oh yeah, let's do a sound check.
Yeah.
Drop an amazing cover.
And the producer just did click, record, and we have that song, Black Dogs, dude. It's incredible. So it's for me, no, like when people told me that Farnham was asked to do Queen, I was like, yeah, no surprise. You know what I mean? Like that's, I can see, especially now that I've listened to this is the second time I'm listening to this, I was like, bro, in an alternate universe, Farnham would have been the replacement for Freddie, and we would have had all these songs with Farnham's vocals and Queen and Brian May and John D, all these guys. Bro, that would have been incredible, man. But we do have a little bit of these fragments, like We Will Rock You, You're the Voice, together with Brian May. We should probably also do a reaction to that. With the older Farnham. What is your opinion about old Farnham? Like, is he, compared to young Farnham?
Look, of course, he's older.
Yeah.
But from performance-wise, I don't see a difference. He's from the moment he starts singing, you're like, yo, that's John Farnham.
That's
bro.
John Farnham.
I don't care if he's 22 or 85. Like, that's John Farnham.
And the only difference is now he's not throwing up a mic stand and catching it, because that's what he did in his youth. Bro, he's so slick with that. That was with You're the Voice together with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. Yes. And he literally flipped that shit up, and it was like going whoop, 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 and then he caught it.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Or he puts it on his foot, kicks up his foot, and then catches it like that. Yeah. That's just badassery, dude. Man. That's all he's not doing now because he's a little older. But in terms of the vocals, if I were to close my eyes, I still see that Farnham with the long hair, you know, doing You're the Voice and doing Help and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's still
so
there.
Crazy.
My God, it is incredibly impressive to see him rock the stage like that in his late 60s. To do that, to sound that good is,
oh my God, man,
incredibly impressive. Like, there's a few that I can think of. Steven Tyler,
yeah, from Aerosmith, right?
Yeah. And AC/DC. What's his name? Brian?
David Gilmour.
No, the AC/DC.
Oh, Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson.
Yeah,
I think it's Brian Johnson. But it's
just a select few.
Also, David Gilmour. He's also in his 70s, something like that.
Who is
from Pink Floyd?
Okay,
the main singer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's also in his 70s, I believe now. But yeah, it's these old rockheads, man. They just keep on keeping on, man. And I love to see it. I love to see Farnham. I don't care if he's old, young, whatever. I just love him doing what he does. You know what I mean? Because a lot of artists, they're like, yeah, I'm 50 years old now. I've made a ton of money. I'll move to Dubai or whatever, and I'll see you guys later.
And
you know
fair
what I mean?
dues too, if
Of
you
course.
do that, it's all.
But I love it more, honestly, when I see these people still kicking. That's why I love seeing Brian May do a solo in the Queen style, even though Freddie's long gone, and he's still staying true to as if Freddie is still around. Like,
Yeah,
that's an example.
There's nothing to prove.
Yeah,
There's no reason to.
they don't have to do this.
Yes, but they do it for the people, but also charity.
This is a charity event.
Like, so much respect for that. That's incredible.
Because this is something about, I think, because in Australia there's a lot of dry season, so I think that this was for the hay, and the hay
This
was maybe
for
burned
the
up.
farmers, they said.
Yeah. So and they basically donate money, and then they give hay to farmers who don't have it,
Okay.
which is every farmer
Take care
needs
of your
hay.
farmers, man.
Yeah.
Farmers are so underappreciated.
Bruh.
In Belgium too.
In Netherlands, Belgium,
They're so underappreciated. They're essential.
there's regulations now regarding carbon dioxide, I think it's called, or whatever it's called, that comes out of plants. If you plant too much, they stikstof, it's called in Dutch. And there's all these regulations in Europe now regarding stikstof. I don't know how you say it in English, man. But farmers are being oppressed a lot currently. Even, bro, if we don't have farmers, you can say goodbye to your eggs, milk, meat, and all that. You know what I mean? Like, they got to come from somewhere.
Yeah. I hate that shit. Why do you have to do this to the farmers when there's fucking politicians scamming, doing fraud, doing all this bullshit in the world, and then you putting these bullshit regulations. Let the people live. Let the people do what they want. The fuck, man.
Yeah. All these farmers, what they want to do is they want to maintain their farm they've had over 150 years. That's been in their family for generations. Just want to keep on keeping on. But the government, as in the Netherlands and Belgium and in Europe, is going very hard against the stuff they use to grow their plants and maintain their animals. You know what I mean? So a lot of farmers are being oppressed. That's why you see in Europe, I don't know, maybe some people will know, in Europe you see a lot of these farmer protests. They go on their trucks and they go on the streets and they do that the whole time.
They put shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm siding with you, farmers.
Yeah,
I'm
the
siding
farmers.
with y'all.
More power to the farmers, man. But in terms of this, like, bro, at the end of the song, or like through the middle to the end, they gave their own twist to "We Will Rock You." That
Yes,
was not in the song.
I wanted to say, yeah. It's so the way he was singing the verses, like, you got mud on you. So the normal, there's a cadence to it. There's a rhythm to
Yeah.
it. Buddy, you're make a big mess playing in the street. Gotta be a big man someday. You got mud on your face. You big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place. Like it's
Yeah.
da 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 da. Which actually sounds like She's Got the Looks by Roxette, now that I think about it.
She's got the look.
She's got the looks. Da, 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 da.
I think I
She's
don't know
got
that
the
song.
look. Damn, I might have to show you some Roxette.
Okay, yeah,
That's a classic.
That'll
You
be
don't
a
know
first time.
Roxette? Shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, so what I was talking about, he doesn't stick to that cadence. He's kind of free flowing it,
Mhm.
which makes me think like he's just like almost improvising
yeah,
the flow of
and
of
it's
the verse.
consistent with John's character because he
Yes.
did this to help with the Beatles.
He's so low key with everything. He's
Yeah.
so below the radar with everything because when he covers songs, and this is the third time I've heard him cover another band, right? He makes it his own.
Yep.
Like Johnny Cash did with Hurt
Yeah,
from Nine Inch Nails.
Yep.
He made it his own.
He made
He's
it his
doing
own.
the same thing here. He's making it his own.
yeah, and I think that's one of his strongest qualities. Is like he will turn a song around while still keeping the essence of the song. So like, okay, I'm listening to "We Will Rock You," but I'm listening to John Farnham doing "We Will Rock You." I'm not listening to "We Will Rock You" by Queen.
See, there's a certain level of expertise of like the masters at a certain skill. He's at that level
Yeah.
where he just
He could pull
shows up.
this out of his ass.
Yes,
I know
he's
that.
So humble too.
Yeah.
He's so casual with it. He just shows up and absolutely kills it.
Yeah. And I love how he interacts with the crowd. I love how he interacts with his bandmates. I've seen so much. I think I might have seen more John Farnham than you could. I don't know. But I've seen a lot of John Farnham. And also a lot of interactions like we saw at the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if this guy's 30 years old or 70 years old. He is, like you saw in the beginning of this video, humble, funny, charismatic. He's lovable. He does charity stuff. He makes good music. He's authentic. He deserves the title The Voice more than any other
He is
in
the
Australia.
opposite of a sellout to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know how Hollywood ruins people?
Yeah.
But Hollywood will ruin you if you let it ruin you.
Yeah, of course.
So there's certain people who reach a superstar level, but they remain authentic.
Yeah.
Like
what is an example of that? Henry Cavill, the actor who does Superman. Yeah.
If we're talking like acting wise, Henry Cavill, for example.
He actually quit The Witcher because
it was bullshit.
Because it didn't stay true to the story, and he's a gamer, bro. So he was like, "Yo, this is not
some Disney bullshit where they fuck up the whole like the original. You have to stick to the original, and he's not with that, and I respect him for it. And he could have made millions off of that whatever season they were on.
Yeah.
He said, "Nope, I respect it." It's the same way John Farnham, he probably had family and stuff, and he's like, "I'm not touring all across the world and not because look, there's so much money you can earn." But it will never make you happy. Work will never make you happy. It's the time with your family because money can be earned back, but time spent can never be earned back.
You got to also imagine that when John got the invitation to being Queen, he was not 30 anymore. He was already going towards his 50s, you know what I mean? 45, 50s. So he was also thinking about his health. Like, yo, I'm already almost 50 right now. My life is ahead of me. I now have kids and all that stuff and grandkids, whatever. I can't go touring right now. And, you know, that's like the most real thing. The anti-sellout move is saying...
It's not a sellout thing if he decided to do it.
No, but it's the anti-sellout move to choose health over wealth.
I wouldn't say it's an anti-sellout move. I just would say it's a very understandable decision.
I would say it's an anti-sellout move.
Anti-sellout? Because if somebody does it, that doesn't mean that they're a sellout.
No, they're not. They are not a sellout, but they've sold out. I think that if John were to...
Would you say then AC/DC touring right now that they're sellouts? No, right?
I mean, that's actually very interesting you brought that up because I have mixed feelings over that because I do think that AC/DC has... Look, I love Angus Young, like big inspiration for both my dad and me in terms of rock, guitar and all that. But he can't do it like he used to, man. And this is me saying that with a lot of respect and pain in my heart that when I see them do Thunderstruck right now, they have to they've slowed down the tempo of the song because Angus can't keep up anymore because he's too old. He can't do it that fast because it's going, you know, that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've heard, and when I did a reaction to their newer live performance of Thunderstruck, I was like, why is it so slow? This is not the original tempo. And then people in the comments said, yeah, that's because Angus otherwise can't keep up. And that's when I think like, okay, that's when you should kind of hang up the belt and be like, okay, we've had our best time. Gracefully retire.
Okay.
It's like Mike Tyson doing another fight. I'm like, yo, bro, you just got to chill out, man.
How many more millions do you need, man? Like,
you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's over, man. It's Jover.
Okay, yeah, in that sense, I get it.
But John Farnham, man... When I listen to him and watch him, it just makes me happy, man. It feels like I'm watching a distant like a unk. You know, I'm watching my Australian uncle do a performance. You know what I mean? It's the cliff between artist and audience with people like Farnham, Queen, all that is very, the distance is not too big, you know? And you see this when Freddie's interacting with the crowd doing, yeah, and everybody goes, yeah, you know what I mean? Farnham, same thing. When he does You're the Voice with the Melbourne Symphony, or there's so many times when he's literally waving at someone in the crowd, not the whole crowd, like, hey, crowd, but he's waving at someone, waving at him, saying, hey, how you doing?
It's very intimate.
Yeah, that's like the cliff between artist and audience is very small. Whereas some bands, you probably know, some bands, the cliff is really big. Like these guys seem untouchable you know.
I think it's also some artists are just good human beings to be around with, and some aren't.
Yeah.
And I think John he comes, like, you see the humility, the humor in the beginning. He comes across as a person that is very likable.
Yeah.
Somebody you can relate to, somebody you can have a laugh with. He seems like a normal guy too. Like, he's just like one of us.
When I said...
but then he performs, you're like, oh, he's John Farnham now.
When I said in my videos, like, if I were to see John on the street, I would be like, hey, Mr. Farnham, how you doing? And people said, you know what he would say? He would say, no, you can just call me John. You know, like that. Like, oh, hey, John Farnham, you know, that's just his character, and it's super consistent. I can see him say, if I walk up to him, hey, Mr. Farnham, he say, yo, just call me John.
He's being himself, and that's authenticity, and I appreciate authenticity.
But sometimes it falls, hoe zeg je, het valt door de mand. It crumbles, the tower crumbles, and you get an interview with somebody and they're being an asshole, right? And you see like, oh wait, the character is inconsistent. You see somebody being very mean to paparazzi or to a fan or whatnot off screen.
There's a difference between paparazzi and a fan.
Yeah, but like
with paparazzi in America, you gotta set boundaries with those.
I mean, I get that, yeah. But also with fans, I've seen videos of people acting like assholes to fans or, you know, all that, and I'm like, yeah, you're saying you're all this nice guy, but then somebody comes up to you, you're being an asshole, you know?
So there's two sides to the coin, right? One side is this comes with the territory. This fame comes with this shit.
Right.
You have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Have to be respectful to your fans, this and that. On the other side, they're just people.
Yeah.
They have bad days. They could be introverted. They're tired. You know, if you have people showing up at your house, you're like, man, get out my get out my spot, bro. Like, let's say they've been dealing with 20 fan interactions that day, and they just want to be alone, and the 20th one is the one that gets recorded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
you could catch them at the bad moment.
I get what you mean, though.
But yeah, it's overall whatever I've seen from John Farnham up until now, super consistent with that loving, charismatic, funny guy. Yeah, and I hope he, you know, until the day that we have to say goodbye to Mr. Farnham, stays that way. I hope he never changes.
You're the voice, try to understand it.
Make a voice and make it feel, whoa, oh, you're not trying to understand it.